how's it going?
Dan, we finally did it.
What did we did?
We finally did it. I got 2 messages about the podcast in 1 week.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I did. I got 2 messages from 2 different people about the podcast in 1 week.
Was it people we know?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get your hopes up.
Okay, no, I was like, oh man, we did it. We broke it in.
Yeah, we made it. No, we can sit back and rest in our Totino's money now.
Ah, good.
Yeah, suck it, E3.
Oh, E3.
They were hosted by Totino's this year, and I got really mad because it felt like they were... I knew they weren't, but it kind of felt like they were stealing our thing, you know?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Sponsored by Totino's, and I'm like, oh, there's all the sponsor any old thing, huh? Anything that just shakes its butt at them. Oh, E3, I haven't even heard of that thing. Who knows what E3 is?
Wait, were they really?
Yeah, they were really sponsored by Totino's this year.
Huh, I totally missed that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I paid attention to E3 a bit.
Yeah, no, I know. I thought, like, I watched it, and I'm like, brought to you by Totino's, and I'm like, oh, you sluts.
Yeah, I totally missed that.
So I was so angry, like irrationally angry.
Yeah, but I guess that's a good segue. I think we should talk for a little bit. I didn't watch a ton of it, but E3 did indeed happen.
It did happen, and this is a whole month after E3. I guess, but
yeah. I mean, I guess I don't think we've talked about it yet.
Oh no, yeah, we can talk about E3. I think we should talk about E3.
Just anything that you're super hyped for.
A lot of things the PlayStation conference spoke to me on a personal level. Death Stranding, I still have no idea what that game's about, but I want it. Last of Us 2 looks hype as fuck. That one game with the cool gun that breathes, I can't remember what it's called. That game looked pretty cool. That game looked weird and existential, so I'd probably like it. Besides that, though, like, it wasn't a ton. I guess it kind of speaks to the quality of games at E3 this year that the fucking Tales of Vesperia the remaster they're doing for PC was one of the most hyped things I saw there. That's
fair. I mean, I don't watch a lot of E3, and like I watch Sony's conference because it just makes me remember why I want a PlayStation. Microsoft existed.
I mean, it was better than the past few years. They at least had games.
Yeah.
That's my big thing about Microsoft is no game they showed there was exclusive. Everything that is coming out on Xbox One is also coming out in PC, so it's like, why even have an Xbox One? Like, why would anybody go out of their way to buy an Xbox One when you can buy literally every game on PC?
I mean, yeah, that's fair. But there is 2 games actually that got me really hyped.
Sure.
Okay, one is, this might just be for me, but they showed the trailer for that new Fire Emblem.
Oh no, I'm fucking ready.
Yeah.
That looked great.
Yeah, it had like the whole army kind of thing
That was
with it.
That was one of the 3 games that I actually liked from Nintendo's conference.
Yeah. No, I'm a Fire Emblem fanboy, so...
Yeah, no, I'm pretty excited about that one too.
Yeah, and then the other one, I'm gonna guess is a game you're also excited for, but Smash Bros. Ultimate, baby.
Oh yeah, Smash Ultimate. They brought everybody in except for our poor Ouija.
Okay, for real.
Yeah,
how long have we asked for Ridley?
I know, right? And who's the guy who makes it? Sakurai? Yeah, Sakurai. He's just like, I finally gave you Ridley. You can shut up now. But what about Waluigi? And he's just sitting there like, this is it. This is the last Smash. I mean, it's canceled. It's canceled after this.
Yeah, I would almost wonder, like, what if he does put Waluigi in? Who'd be next?
I don't know.
Just somebody would sit there complaining, well, how come we don't have Lloyd from Tales of Symphonia?
Yeah. Yep. Where's my Sonic OC? Sonic's in the game.
Oh my god, what if you could, from Sonic Forces,
import your OC into the Smash game? Then we'd know God is dead.
Did God leave us, or did us leave God?
Do you think God sits in heaven because he too is afraid of what he created?
Yeah. Oh my lord.
But that was cool. Daemon X Machina, which was the mech game. The first game they showed off was that mech game that had all that heavy metal. that I am so fucking in. I've been wanting a mech game for so long, and it's a mech game with like religious symbolism, which is like my favorite thing of all ever. So I'm super excited.
So it's a Code Geass game.
Yeah, Code Geass, Evangelion, just any of those things. I'm super in. I'm like 89% in.
Yeah. No, that one looked cool. Again, I think I might finally cave and buy a Switch.
You should. It's pretty cheap, and there's a lot of games that are fun on it.
Yeah, I don't know if I have the full time sink to buy. I know I don't have enough time to sink into Breath of the Wild right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you want like a game that you don't need to spend a whole lot of time in, I bought Splatoon 2. And that game is hella fun, and like matches take literally 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to just play a round or two and then just stop playing.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've seen a
lot
lot of good things about
that one's like, I was surprised. I actually was not excited about the game because like the idea of just putting paint everywhere doesn't seem that exciting to me. Doesn't seem that exciting. But like the more I've been playing it, the more fun I've been having. It's just a lot of fun to unlock things in that game, and like there's like a billion weapons, and they keep adding more weapons and maps for free. Also, also the little squids from Off the Hook are so cute. Pearl is a little horrible gremlin with a giant forehead, and then we got Marini, who's like the black octopus lady. She's pretty cool. She's a DJ.
I did hear. What's it called? The DLC for that game I heard is actually really good.
Yeah, I've heard that was actually really solid. I haven't bought it. I haven't even. I'm like 3 minutes. I beat the first boss in the campaign, so I'm like no, and I'm in no rush. But I heard the story is actually not bad. It's like weirdly post-apocalyptic, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, most of my knowledge from the game comes from Scott Falco's videos about it.
Yeah.
But it looks good.
Yeah, and like if you ever get a Switch, that one would be fun. I'd play it with you. It's pretty fun.
Yeah,
I do have one very large complaint, and it's nothing to do with the actual mechanics of the game. I think the mechanics of the game are solid, though I think the balance of some weapons is a little off. But matchmaking in that game, not matchmaking, sorry. The like playing with your friends in that game can be a real hassle sometimes. Like they won't let you form a team unless you have at least 4 people.
Huh.
Yeah, which is the most random shit. Like, so, like, me, Chris, and Garrett all have the game, and, like, we'd all want to play together. I would make a lobby, and anybody who's on and going into a normal match can, like, join that lobby. So they couldn't get into the game faster than other people could get into the game, even though they were looking for my game specifically. And this is like,
yeah,
This is a Nintendo multiplayer thing.
Yeah, no, Nintendo's online matchmaking has always been stellar and the pinnacle
beautiful.
of...
And, getting friends. You can get them really easy if you have 2 Switches in one room, but if not, you have to send your friend code, which is like 24 digits. Nintendo, I feel like there's an easier way to do this. I don't know, it's on the tip of my tongue. Let me think about it. Maybe you just put their username on, and then send them a friend request. It could just be that easy, but no.
Let them hit a join lobby button. The 360 figured it out years ago.
I know, like, we've been doing this since, like, PlayStation 2. I don't see why it's this hard, but,
Yeah. Oh, man.
But anyway,
E3.
E3. E3's fun game. It was fun. This game's, Ubisoft's press conference didn't suck as hard as I expected it to do. It was weird. I thought they spent so much fucking money in that conference, and I'm not entirely sure why. Did you watch that one?
No, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I think the pinnacle of why why are they spending as much money on this is when Elijah Wood just walks on the stage and he's like, "Yeah, I'm making a game now," and I'm just like, "Huh." Yeah.
What are you doing here, buddy?
Yeah, why are you here? Crashed a motorcycle into something? That was weird. They had 2 dance numbers.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good. Actually, I did think I heard about the dance numbers.
They were cool. The Just Dance one was or whatever. The one they had an entire, what was it? They had an entire orchestra come out for literally the fucking Raving Rabbids DLC, and I'm just like, why did they spend this? Like, it's cool. It was directed by Grant Kirkhope, and I was like, man, this is spend so much money on literally just a DLC. It's just a DLC.
They really, really want people to buy this DLC.
Yeah. It's just, man, I'm just very confused. Like, they spent so much money on E3 this year, like way more. It felt like they came with like their A plus 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 game, and then everybody else came with. We're just like, yeah, we'll just show off some stuff, whatever.
Fucking look at what we got, and it's good, right?
Yeah. But anyway, best show, worst show. You gotta give me your opinions. Then we can move on.
Best show, worst show?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really watch too many of the shows, so I'm not the one to talk. I mean, I watched Nintendo's the whole way through.
Mm-hmm.
Worst is probably, I mean, EA, but
yeah,
come on.
And then, so Nintendo, EA, you think?
Yeah, but again, I watched maybe none of them. What about you?
Best show, I would probably have to give to. That's a tough one. I think the best actual show, like we're just talking about like the show, I think Microsoft was actually the best one because they showed like 50 games. I think the games from Sony were pretty cool, but their show was actually really weird because they like had a big old wait in the middle for no reason. But and the worst show by far I thought was actually Square Enix's show. It was terrible. It wasn't even a show. It was a video. It was like a 20-minute long video they showed.
Huh.
A lot of which wasn't even news. They showed a trailer for a patch in Final Fantasy XIV that had been out for 2 months already.
Oh yeah, no, you guys were talking about
Into the
that.
Moonlight. It had already been out for 2 months, and they showed it as if it was some brand new shit. And I was just like, Square, what are you doing? Why are you even here this year? No, they showed the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer they showed was the same one they showed at Microsoft. And then Sony, at the Sony press conference, the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer was different. So I'm like, they had a different trailer. They just decided to do the one that they'd already shown. And I'm like, why did they even come? Why did they even come here? Why even?
Why are you here?
Like, why even spend the money on the venue if you're just going to show all your shit in other press conferences? Save yourself some money.
True.
But yeah, best Microsoft, weirdly enough, worst. Worse Square Enix, worse than EA, even though EA's was ass. EA's was really bad, but they at least had a press conference, so I'll have to give them like a pity point for that one.
Yeah, they showed up to play ball. They didn't show up to play like Parcheesi.
Yeah, they didn't show up to put in a DVD and say have fun, whatever. We're gonna go party.
Oh, nice. So, speaking of things that had nothing to do with that, I had some catharsis recently, Trey.
Do tell.
About 15 years catharsis.
Oh, yep. Do tell.
Yeah, well, I went and saw Incredibles 2 after waiting for it. You haven't seen it yet, have you?
I have not. I know you and Garrett went and saw it. I have not seen it.
Yeah, we went and saw it. I'll say I really, really liked it. It keeps a lot of the themes from the original Incredibles. I won't talk on it too much then, since we can't banter back and forth. But
yeah,
it's really fun. I think it's still a little. I mean, it's still pretty much a kids movie, but I think it hits on the themes of family and what is it, Mr. Incredible not being able to like do being a hero thing. He's like, oh, he has to be the dad now.
Yeah.
So it's weird like that.
That was interesting. Yeah. I know Garrett, when he was talking to me about it in the car, and he was telling me that he didn't like it as much as you did for like one specific reason. Like he thought there was like a theme in the movie he didn't enjoy.
Oh yeah, really? Which one?
I didn't know. Yeah, he didn't say because I hadn't seen it, but he just said there was something in it that made it like a 7 for him. And he said that you said that you really enjoyed it.
I did. I'd have to ask him what it was. I don't remember him saying he didn't like anything leaving. I mean, for me, again, I'd still treat it as a kids movie.
Yeah, I mean,
I liked it.
From what I've heard, it's just like it plays it kind of safe, but it does that really well, which is fine. Like you don't need to innovate.
Yeah.
100%. I don't think it would I think people are upset that it's not like 15 years of waiting. Good,
yeah,
but I don't think it's ever if you're waiting 15 years for something, the end product will never be as good as what you want. It's just not a thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I mean that's about how I felt going into it. Is if this came out if this was just another one like the Toy Story 2s or any of those types of Disney type sequels, I think it would be good. I think it would be one of the absolutely better one of those. But
yeah.
I think people have just been.
It had
waiting
15
to see
years
what
of
happens.
it had 15 years of hype and going into it, which I think is probably what did it for.
Yeah.
Which is probably what hurt it a little bit in some people's eyes.
Yeah, well, and I think too, then just them trying to bring them back. It's like, oh, hey, superheroes are a thing now. Like in terms of like pop culture, superheroes being a thing.
Yeah.
Thanks, Avengers.
Yeah, whatever, Marvel. Stop making good movies, you idiot.
Hey, speaking of which, their new one's out.
Oh yeah, we need to watch that.
I need to watch that real bad. I still need to see Spider-Man: Homecoming too.
You should. I'm surprised it's not. I'm surprised it's not on Netflix. I'll be honest.
Yeah, right. I'll hunt it down somewhere. But speaking of things watched, unless did you have any movies? Have you seen a movie? Do you like movies?
I do like movies. I don't think I've seen any. I did see something. I saw Hereditary. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I heard a bit about it.
Yeah. I saw Hereditary. That was really good. Holy shit! You would hate it. I think. I don't think you like horror movies, but
not really.
I think even you would probably be able to appreciate just like the quality of like the film making in this movie. Like the shot composition of this movie is like stellar. It is fantastic. Like you're always super uneasy the whole time, and he does some really, really interesting shots. It's not a jump scare movie at all. It's just very, very uneasy, and there are some really hard to watch scenes. Like it's got a little bit of like really gory stuff sometimes.
But I might like that then. Oh, I was gonna say I might like that then if it's not like jump scary.
Yeah, like there's not a whole lot of jump scares. It's like the end gets a little bit jump scary, but besides that, like it's just tension. It's built a lot of tension, and like there's some stuff in the movie that I did legitimately off of seeing the promotional material. I did not see coming. I won't spoil it here. I think anybody who's interested in seeing and who likes horror movies, go watch this movie knowing as little about it as possible, so you can keep stuff that happens in the movie from like you don't want anything in this movie spoiled for you, because it's a very, very interesting plot and things happen that I was not expecting. The acting in this movie is amazing. Like holy shit, some of the stuff like especially like the mom character, she was like, man, I wish horror movies would go up for like awards more often, because she did really good.
Yeah, no, that's super interesting. I mean,
yeah, if a non jump scary like really suspenseful horror movie is something you would think you would enjoy, I'd recommend it.
Yeah, no, because I mean, again, just like the kind of I mean, I wouldn't call it a horror movie, but Annihilation, when we went and saw that, just the way that it just doesn't make you feel comfortable.
No, that movie gave me nightmares. Like, I think that movie probably gave me more nightmares than, like, most of the horror movies I've seen in the last 5 years. I think the reason is, I get scared by concepts, not by execution, like, in a horror movie. So, like, if the premise is scary enough, I'll get thinking about it, because, like, I'm a pretty creative person, so, like, my mind will just wander to the things that are scary. And like if I hear a concept that's really frightening, it'll like get to me, it'll like get in the back of my head and just like really stick with me. So like Annihilation, in that movie, there's a particular bear themed scene. I thought that was really, really freaky.
Yo, that was fucked up. That was
really
yeah.
And like the whole idea of the big annihilation like bubble, that was really freaky to me. This the whole the way it worked. Like, but yeah, this is kind of like that. I had a one spooker night with that movie, and then I got over it. But this is a really cool movie. It's very really, really well done. It did not do super well at the box office, which is a shame. But
yeah.
It's a horror movie, so it made 4 times its budget, because horror movies are dirt cheap to make. So
absolutely.
Even when they don't do well, they still do well.
Yeah. Maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah. Besides that, though, I haven't seen any movies, so we can go on to games, TV shows. What's your flavor?
Either or, because I mean, so 2 things have been happening fairly recently. For one, the latest season of anime just finished up.
Yeah.
So a lot of the seasonal shows you and I have been watching just wrapped up.
We should save our opinions for Hinamatsuri until we can get Tyler. Until we can finally get Tyler on here. But I do have opinions on the anime season. Well, one show in particular, I just want to rant about. So if you
go
can
for
do
it.
me the
What show?
pleasure. Darling in the Franxx is a fucking tragedy, and that show needs to. We need to all just forget that show ever happened.
Did they fuck it up? Did they keep fucking it up?
They deep fucked it. Like they fucked it right, Dan.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they just took it. They just took it to dinner, and bought it a movie ticket. Took it home, and they just fucked it right. I'm so upset. I'm so upset with that. It had so much potential. I mean, I remember saying when it first came out that one of two things would happen. Either it would be really good or it would be really, really bad. And unfortunately, it's taken the really, really bad turn.
Yeah, they studio triggered it up. I know, I watched some episodes. Well, I didn't watch the show ever, but I watched, Mother's Basement talk about how they wrecked their world building in one of those episodes.
Well, no,
and I know you said you
It's funny. I'd actually thought about that before his video came out about it, because I just watched the episode he was talking about, literally a day before he made that video. Mm. And I was just thinking, man, that, I just came out of watching that, and I'm like, man, that episode sucked ass. And am I the only one who thinks that? I went online, and everyone's sucking the show's dick about how great it is because they just really want a studio trigger to succeed or something. And I'm like, but does anyone else think this is stupid? Because it's really stupid. And then Mother's Basement made the video, and I felt vindicated because general consensus is the show's still really good, and I just think it's really bad. I don't understand how anybody thinks the show is good.
Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't know much about it. I just knew it had, the cool mecha designs.
Yeah.
I know you liked it a lot.
It has an all-star team behind it, and, the first half of the show is amazing. The first half of the show is absolutely spectacular. There is 2 episodes, I think it's, episode 11 and 12 of the series are they might be some of the best episodes of the season of anime. That came out. It's just too bad the rest of it is so ass. Right after, basically the instant those episodes I almost feel like the show was supposed to be a 12-episode series, and then they just got funding for the whole 4 episodes. Mm-hmm. Because right after 12, that's basically when the main character. Do you care if I spoil it? I don't care if I spoil it. Nobody should watch this.
Yeah, not really.
If you don't care if I spoil if you don't care if I spoil it, and I'm not gonna hard spoil it. I'm not gonna give any big details because if somebody's watched, but the main character and 02, his love interest, their character development literally ends on episode 12. They just become props after that. They're just they literally have their big relationship moment, and everything after that is just nothing. Hero has no more character development at all, through the rest of the whole show, until the very last couple episodes where he has a big ol' conversation with the alien queen or whatever, and then 02 goes from being this really playful, really trickstery, really cool girl to being in love with Hero. That's her entire character after episode 12, and it's really disappointing. It's literally every scene with them in it is just them affirming how much they love each other for the rest of the series, basically.
Good.
And
that's good.
Every twist everybody thought was going to happen happened, and except for there was one extra twist that came out of nowhere in very trigger fashion. Again, do you care if I spoil?
Not incredibly.
Okay, so this is coming off the back of Evangelion, basically. This whole thing was very Evangelion-like. I think I said that last time when I was first talking about it. The setup was very Evangelion-like. So, they had the big twist where, oh my god, the robots were actually the monsters. Nobody saw that coming. And then they had another twist right after that one, which is so stupid, I actually couldn't believe it. So, the Earth was being run by aliens the whole time. That was the big thing. And the ancient Earth people who created all these mechas and whatever, and the monsters they've been fighting, have been fighting this alien race for millennia, and they were losing, and that's the whole twist. It is so stupid. It's the dumb. It literally it literally comes out this whole revelation comes after a huge exposition episode that was super boring, and then they just throw that at you at the very end of episode 21 or something. 3 episodes before the show is over, they're just oh yeah, and Ape was aliens the whole time.
I mean, that kind of just seems like a dumbed down version of what they did with Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, that was the Gurren Lagann twist of it was aliens the whole time. Except for that one happened halfway through the fucking series.
Yeah, and they built up to it.
Yeah, like, they beat the big bad, and they thought they won, but no, they actually got through it. This one is literally, I don't know what's happening, and now I don't know what's happening, but there's aliens. Like, I'm just, like, they just did a kill / Gurren Lagann at the very end after being an Evangelion for, like, a while, and it is just so frustrating. There's a stupid subplot that becomes the main plot where one of the girls wants to have a baby, and it's like the most boring thing of all time. I didn't care about any of it. I'm sorry, I'm rambling.
No, you're good.
I have big opinions because I had a lot of hope for this show. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I know, like I said, I know people really liked this show when it was, like, starting.
Yeah.
And I mean, it looked really promising.
And people still like the show, but I'm pretty sure like 90% of the people who actually still like the show is only because they think 02 is waifu of the year.
Yeah, that's all I know too, is like, she has been claimed
Zero
so many times.
02 and Ichigo are apparently the greatest of waifus, so like that apparently elevates the show up no matter how bad it actually is. But but that's all I get. I don't want to ramble on about it anymore. I just wanted to get that off my chest because I just have a lot of hate for that show, and I need to yell at somebody.
That's fair. I mean, it sucks when I had a similar thing. I wasn't as hyped for it, but when a show like is really good and then just isn't.
Yeah, I mean, you know this. I'm one of those pretentious Evangelion was a masterpiece guys. So like. I just want to recapture that so bad.
Yeah. Oh, Ava.
I mean, hey, you love it or hate it. It really influenced the 2000s like a lot. There were so many shows that were just trying to be Evangelion for like super long after that show. Yeah. But I mean, I really enjoyed the show a lot. Like I've watched it a few times, and then I like watch all like the thesis-y stuff about it, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool, all the philosophy and all that and stuff. I don't know. It's my pretentious show that I get to have.
That's fair. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, a show that disappointed me. This show, Trey. Yes. I started watching the beginning of the season. Okay, actually, hang on. There's one thing I gotta say. First of all, if we're talking TV shows, because this season had like maybe 2 good shows. I was taking a look at the summer season of anime, and literally nothing in it looks interesting to me. Mm-hmm. I'm sure I might just wait for any of the like Giguk or Mother's Basement to recommend some shows.
Yeah,
but, like,
I mean that's what I did for this season.
Yeah, nothing like stands out. But in October, Trey, it's happening. Mm-hmm. We're getting part 5 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, baby.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. You told me about that. I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm excited. I mean, part 5 is my second least favorite part. But
we're getting more good. JoJo. We're getting closer to Steel Ball Run.
Yeah, we're getting more JoJo. We're getting closer to Steel Ball Run. When Steel Ball Run is like televised and animated, that's it. We've reached the pinnacle. Humanity can stop. Yeah. But for this season, I only watched a couple of shows. I watched 3 to be exact. The one that is still good and will keep being good is My Hero Academia.
Right.
And I think we've already talked about that a little bit at length, so I won't discuss it. It's a good show. Watch it. Yeah. But a show that I was really excited for that then kind of got bad was Golden Kamui.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, it did this thing where they just started introducing characters, and all of these characters have the potential to be such cool characters, but they just never do anything.
I wonder if it's like rushed from the manga. Like they just had to like get through a bunch of shit in 12 episodes. Like I don't know.
Yeah. Well, but the weird thing is they already said that in October it's getting another season.
Oh, it is? Wow, I didn't know it was that popular.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the manga was real popular.
Yeah, I've heard the manga. I heard the manga was really popular. I didn't realize the show was doing well.
Yeah, or I'm almost wondering if they got cleared for like a 25 episode season and then just decided to break it up.
Yeah, that's probably actually what happened.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, all I can really say for the show is I wish I was like watching the episodes, right, and I was just like, oh yeah, something happened. And I'm just like screaming that it's just like you have all these characters and like all these different, like there's 2 different big groups of villains in that show,
right,
that they've been building up and they don't do anything. Well, okay, in one episode the main character gets kidnapped by the army, which is a really cool episode because you get to see these villains, this one villain be completely fucking crazy evil.
Yeah, but how do they ruin that, though?
They just didn't do anything after that.
Oh.
That was a fun one because, like, he gets kidnapped, gets, like, interrogated where they're trying to find out what he knows, but then he's able to, like, break out by straight, like, cold killing a guy. But then they just didn't do anything after that.
Right.
And then they have, like, this old shogunate Yakuza-type mob boss dude who's working to, like, build a new government, but he just doesn't do anything.
Oh, I hate that when shows I think my least favorite thing is when shows have potential and they just feel like they just don't do anything with it. They're just like, oh, we have this cool idea. I guess we're just not going to do anything for the rest of our runtime.
Yeah, like, I'd prefer if a show is just, like, outright bad. Like, I mean, fucking last year, Juni Taisen.
Yeah.
Like, that show, like, also, I was just like, oh, this could be a really cool thing, and then it just didn't.
Yeah, I mean, at least that one kind of showed its colors, like, pretty quick. Like, I got through episode 3, and I was like, this is garbage.
Yeah. Actually,
I know you watched the whole thing, but I don't know. I
just watched it.
I got really put off of it from, like, episode... Like, I think I stopped at episode 4 or 5, and this, like, after episode 3, I was like, I'm not enjoying this.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just finished it on principle, but fucking... Yeah, I think by the 3rd episode, you kind of get what that show's gonna do.
Yeah.
But then, I don't know, and I thought it would switch it up, but it just never did, but... I don't know. Like I said, I think maybe the seasonal anime life, I don't know if I like keeping up with it, because they keep just pumping more and more shows in.
Depends. I just look for concept. I just look for things that sound interesting. I don't like... If there's nothing sounds interesting in a season, I just won't watch anything that season. That's what my philosophy is. I like reading and watching good things, and are things that sound interesting to me. So this season had more shows than the average season. I usually only watch like 1 or 2 shows a season. I watched, I think, 3 or 4.
Yeah, well, I think I watched 3 if you count My Hero Academia, which is constantly running.
Yeah,
and then I picked up another one actually. So if I could talk about good shows,
sure.
Just real quick, because there's a show we both watched, which we need to talk about.
Mm.
But there's a show I just watched, and I binged the whole series in about 3 days. Oh, also Steins Gate Zero. You made me watch that. You didn't make me watch that one, but I started watching that one, and I love it.
Watch it. Is it good? Okay, I have to watch it. I think what I'm probably going to do is I'm just going to buy the visual novel and play through that. Because I really like the visual. I like the visual novel more than I like the anime for Steins Gate, the original one.
That's fair. I mean, I never played the VN, and I'm bad at VNs, but basically everything I said about the original Steins Gate can be copy-pasted over to Zero, except for the fact that I really like the fact that show keeps the fact it's in 2011, but in a not kind of cringy way.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, there's one joke that I don't want to spoil. It's just like a little minor joke, and it made me laugh so hard, but it was, what is it? There's... I don't want to spoil too much of it, but basically it involves a joke with Kurisu being... I don't know what the word they use, a channeler or something. Basically, she's like an internet commentator person.
Right.
And so Okabe gets her to rickroll us. Or she's like, I'm not, you can't prove that. And then he goes, never gonna give. And then she's like, you up. Oh, come on. And I'm like, at first I cringed, and then I'm like, wait a second, this show takes place in 2011.
Right.
That's exactly what I would have done in 2011.
Yep, no, this is true.
Yeah. So that one's good.
That's great. I'm gonna have to watch that one, or I'm gonna have to find a way to get that material into my brain space.
Yeah, no, it's real good. Then what am I thinking? The other good show that I watched that I kind of just picked up on a whim was A Place Further Than the Universe is really, really good.
Oh,
and not the show I thought I'd like.
Yeah, it didn't seem... I didn't watch it because it didn't sound like something I would enjoy, but you're really enjoying it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I watched the whole shit series already. And I think it's from last season even, not even like the spring. I think it's from winter.
Mm-hmm.
But you're familiar with the concept of the show, right?
Yeah, I understand the concept of the show.
Yeah. And the things I can say, so for one, the show is absolutely beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah. I've seen some clips of it. It is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I think maybe I fell into a lot of hype with some people talking about like, oh, this show's like so cool, and the show moved me, and the show like changed how I view some things in the world. Or like Geguk was like, oh, I watched this show and then I decided to go on a vacation because it inspired me.
Right.
And I didn't get that, but I don't know. I got a lot out of it. The characters all were like super cool. It feels like honest. And then I think, and it sounds stupid and dumb, but like the show has just such a good friendship message.
That's good.
Yeah, it's like your friends are important, man. I like that.
This is coming off of watching Lollies Must Die Too.
Wait, Lollies Must Die Too.
Made in Abyss. Oh, sorry.
Oh wait, what's Lollies Must Die 1?
I don't know. Madoka Magica.
I didn't watch Madoka. I haven't watched Madoka yet.
Maybe I can change that.
Well, I think I want to watch it anyway.
Oh well, I know what I'm making you watch next time we have to do good things.
Good.
You want to feel some feelings? That's a good show. you want to feel some feelings of friendship, Dan? Is friendship what you want?
Friendship.
Don't tell me I don't give you nice things.
Good. But yeah, no, I would just say as an experience for people as a whole, I would say watch A Place Further Than the Universe.
Cool. I mean, I'll consider it. I'm very much. I don't know. It just very much doesn't seem like something I would enjoy, but.
Oh yeah, no, I hate moe shows. You know, I don't like moe. I don't like nothing shows, but this one, it's real good. But anyway, the last show I wanted to touch on real quick because we have one other thing we want to squeeze in today.
No, I haven't finished it. I'll finish it tonight. I'm so cool. It's really good, though. I mean, this doesn't discount the fact it's a good show.
I'll say the finale. There was a thing I thought they were going to do in the finale, and then they didn't end up doing it. Because, like I said, I kind of read ahead. I read some stuff about the original series and read how it ended.
Just to see how it would compare.
Yeah, because it's kind of like the spiritual successor. But that show did some really cool stuff. Beyond like the way it looks, the way it tells its story is super cool. It's very old school Trigun-y, bebop-y feeling. But I would recommend it to people almost over Cowboy Bebop if they want to get into like newer types of shows.
I would say they're both. I think you can watch both. I think you'd probably get more enjoyment out of this one though, just because it looks better than Cowboy Bebop does, just because Cowboy Bebop's old. But
yeah, well, I think as a show, this one's more of like a show. I think Bebop is almost more of like a experience.
I mean, I think this one's probably going to end up in like the classic territory, like with Trigun and Bebop and like FMA and stuff.
Oh God, I hope so.
I think so too. I hope this starts a trend of like retro inspired anime because I am so ready for that to be a thing.
I hope it starts a trend, but I hope not everybody hops onto it. Like, I want to see like Bones doing.
I mean, Bones made a lot of the old shows that we really like, so that would be a really cool thing for them to like jump back into.
Yeah, but oh man, no, it's such a good show. I don't know. We talked about it a bit in the beginning. People fight. It's super dramatic too, and then like some of the stuff like. I wouldn't even call them plot twists, but the way that the plot goes sometimes, or some of the things the characters do, are just so
it's a good. It's just like it does everything. It knows exactly what it wants to be from the beginning, and it just executes it really well. And by classic inspired stuff, I mean more like I just hope I don't want people to just start copying things like classic stuff or like do the whole like upscaling down and upscaling thing that they do in this. I just feel like, I don't know, I'm getting a little tired of like the tropes that we have right now. It'd be cool if we kind of like did like a whole retro reboot sort of thing. Like, I don't want to see another goddamn isekai.
That's fair. I kind of like, especially in the seasonal environment, I really would like more complete stories. Do you know if you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree. Less sequel baby stuff. I would love I love stories that I'm very much a person who likes complete stories, which is funny because I was into all the shonen growing up when those never had endings, but
and I mean, you still like Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, it's fighting words.
Hey, okay, you know what? Let's take a bet, Trey. What do you think's going to come out first? The end of Hunter x Hunter or Kingdom Hearts 4?
I mean, I'm pretty sure we will have killed ourselves as a species before any of that happens.
True.
I'm not even convinced Kingdom Hearts 3 will come out before we all go extinct.
Deal.
They can say January all they want. I'll believe it when I'm playing it, and even then I'll probably be skeptical.
It'll be part 1.
Yeah, oh my god, fuck. This is Square Enix. They might do that too.
Yeah, and then to get the other versions, you'll need a PlayStation Vita, a Nintendo 2D, a Nintendo 3DS, but only the original version, not the new 3DS.
Yeah, you need to get a Dreamcast. Find a way to get a Dreamcast so you can get the part 3.
Yeah. And then you'll need a Visual Boy Advanced.
Oh my god.
Which I think is actually just a Game Boy emulator.
It is a Game Boy Advance. I mean,
yeah,
which would be even more the fuck.
Good.
But yeah, that's I think we can probably move off of the anime for a bit though, because I think we have
we have the last thing to
challenges
that we do.
We need some challenges. We've been bad, Dan. We've been bad boys.
But see, Trey, we're no longer are we boys. I think with this latest round of challenges.
Oh yes,
we are going to become sophisticated.
That's true. We're getting. And for anybody who's listening who thought this was a raunchy, stupid show for stupid kids, we're gentlemen. Yeah. We're gonna be gentlemen. We're going to school.
Men of culture.
Yes.
And I'll start with my challenge I have for you. If that's all right.
That just showed up. That just showed up in my.
Yeah. So we're trying something new, ladies and gentlemen.
Box.
Yeah. So with Merciful Gaben giving us the Steam Summer Sale, which we have so much stuff to talk about because I got so many good games.
Yes. Yeah, no, we will definitely next episode.
Yeah,
I think
next episode with Tyler
when we've delved into all of our games.
Yeah. But I found a game that was on sale, and I thought, I could purchase this for myself or spread the goodwill to Trey and force Trey to play this on an episode of another low effort podcast. Not on the episode, but for the podcast. So, Trey, I gifted you, as you're aware, the marvel, the beauty, the grace that is Hoonie Pop.
Yeah, yep. It's sitting on my desktop right now. I'm staring at me with this big anime eyes.
Yeah. You know what I thought was going to be really funny? I thought I was going to buy it for you, and then it would just pop up, this item is already in the Steam user's inventory.
I can explain. I've been single for a long time.
I'm a man of culture.
So I'm a man of culture, Dan. You don't understand.
Yeah.
The meta message is definitely a meta thing, and I'm not a horny boy. That's definitely not the real thing.
You like puzzle games.
I didn't know. No.
You like Connect 3 games.
I love those.
Yeah. It's, there's Tetris, there's Meteos, for those of you who like those and also like big anime titties, there's Hoonie Pop.
Do I have a game for you? But yep, I have to play Hoonie Pop, and I will get back. I'm going to play it right after this is over. I'm going to start playing it. I'm going to give you... You know what, though? I have a sneaking suspicion I'll probably actually love this.
Mm-hmm. It looks really tongue-in-cheek.
Probably not because of, like, the, sexy anime girls thing. Probably, from what I've heard, it's actually really funny.
I wouldn't give it to you if I actually thought you'd be like, oh, this girl will become my new waifu.
Yeah, sure, anime titties, yeah, but, like, it actually seems fun-ish. It's funny, but maybe I'll hate it. We don't know.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyway, Trey, what you got? What can I do to become a great man?
I mean, you know what it is. We've joked about it enough. You gotta go Iramanga Sensei, and you need to watch it. You need to watch it. You need to give me the good word. You need to come and be like, have you heard the good news?
Yes. Excuse me, my son. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior?
12-year-old lollies. I can't wait until we talk about. You know what? We've been a pretty niche podcast so far. I can't wait to lose more people.
Yeah, we're gonna get nicher.
I can't wait. Oh, this is gonna be good. I can't wait till we talk about. I swear to God, Dan, I feel like I'm allowed to like Hoonie Pop. If you like Iramanga Sensei, though, we might have to not be friends
What if it's
anymore.
like the ironic, it's such a beautiful dumpster fire.
I don't think it is. You can enjoy it for being a dumpster fire. You're allowed to do that. But if you like this show unironically, I think I might have to. I think I might have to find a new friend.
Might need to. Yeah, this might be it. It's all right. We'll see how this all goes. It's all right. With the way I am, I don't have any shows going on right now. I'm probably gonna watch the whole thing in 2 days.
Oh my god.
So, anyway.
Yeah, give me updates.
Oh, I will.
Yeah, it's But those are our challenges for the upcoming episode. I can't wait to talk to I can't wait when Tyler comes on and we're all just talking about fucking anime titties for the whole episode. I'm sure he'll enjoy that.
Time. I don't think we're gonna finish this before Tyler shows up.
Oh, you fucking wait. You fucking wait.
Alright, but anyways, sophisticated men of culture we are.
Yes, and the sophisticated men of culture signing off.
Yep.
I hate my life.
Jeez. I'm gonna end up on a government list.